Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. Can't feel my wings, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. for my wins. I need my ends. This life is real. Can't play pretend. Came off the bench. I get it in. I get it in. I get it in.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's game. West Coast action this week, where we see Jackson varsity baseball home team versus Glacier Peak. A little bit of a late start tonight. Previous game had run a little bit long, and with a senior ceremony at the end, we're just getting things going here. Hopefully, start in the next few minutes with the plate meeting finishing up. Evan Campfield taking the mound for Jackson tonight, and we'll look at their starting lineup defensively for the T Wolves. Batting first is going to be Ryan Contreras playing third base. Hunter Comini batting second in center field. Dominic Hellman will be over at short, and he'll be hitting in the 3 spot. Ryan Nakajima, we're playing right field, and he'll be hitting fourth. Playing second base, Carson Burns. And out DHing today is going to be Anthony Kadama. Zach Ettinger will be playing over at first base. And Evan McCarroll behind the dish with Brandon Sendico out in left field. Jackson comes into the game tonight with a 11-0 record, undefeated in conference and West Coast play. Evan's been the starter tonight and been dominant throughout his senior year season. But they come against here a pretty good Glacier Peak team whose record doesn't indicate how good they are, but they're about a 500 ball club, if I have that right. The leading off for Glacier Peak here in the first inning, number 7, Jaden Claps. Swing and a miss there by Claps. That one just missing. The ball and 2 strikes to Claps. And on the pitch, got him swinging. Claps is down for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Olson to the plate. Olson starting shortstop tonight for Glacier Peak. Looks at ball 1. So with the game getting started a little bit later, lights just turned on. This one's going to go into the evening. Temperature's fairly nice though right now. It shouldn't be too cold tonight. Olson's looking at a 2-1 count. Good cut there by Olson. Strike 2. 3-2 pitch to Olson. Swung on. Foul ball down the right field line, but that one's just out of play. And he hangs in there. Another foul. And Olson draws a walk. That'll bring the catcher, Matre, to the plate. Quick move over to first. And Olson just back underneath the tag. That ball's in the dirt, and Olson's going to have an uncontested walk down to second base. It's Matre ahead of the count. 2 balls. And another one in the dirt. Campfield trying to find some control here to Matre. But with the base open, maybe playing a little bit safe. So third baseman Henderson steps in, number 19, the runner in scoring position, trying to get something going here, get it on the board for Glacier Peak. Looks to strike one. Hard hit off the glove of Burns, who elects to go to first base, and also trying to score, and he's gunned out at the plate. And just like that, Jackson gets themselves out of an inning with Olson coming around, trying to get in at the plate. Good throw by Zach Ediger. And what initially looked like a ball there off glove, Burns made a great play to recover over to first base and get the tag out at home. 4-3-2 to end the inning. So Jackson gets themselves out of a little bit of a jam, putting a couple runners on. And we go to the bottom half of the first. Jackson, their first at bat.
Nice, Swemmy. Swimmer. Swim. Swim. Trying to call you, trying to get your attention down there. Yeah. You didn't answer because you're looking so thin. You're what? Oh, COVID time. Yeah. Okay. Don't eat. Good. Yeah. Good. 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 The sun be good. Wow. You guys look good. You guys are good too. Really fun. I've heard. Hey, we're paying attention. Yeah. Very good.
Pitcher tonight for Glacier Peak, Willis, the number 21. And leading off for Jackson here in the bottom half of the first is Ryan Contreras. Looks up ball one. Oh. One and one to Ryan. That one catching the inside corner there for strike two. And Contreras down 1-2. The 2-2 pitch here to Contreras. Outside and low. Takes the count to 3-2. And he works a walk. And that'll bring center fielder Hunter Comini to the plate. Shows bunt and gets that foul down the third base line. So Jackson trying to put things in motion early here. Comini checks out the sign. We'll see if he works at that, getting the ball down again. And Coach Nick wants to Shot that over with home plate umpire just to determine if that wasn't a balk and a made move over at first base if the pitcher had been set. And no balk is the call. Still runner at first base. And Hunter sees the pitch down for ball one. Did not show bunt there, but third baseman playing in just in case. That ball's lined down the right field line, foul. The count goes to 1-2. Swing down the right field line. Contreras is not tagging halfway, and that ball's caught for out number one. Comini put a charge on that ball. And stepping to the plate, dangerous hitter Dominic Hellman. Fouls that one off. Pitch out. And Contreras is stays put over at first base. 1-1 pitch to Dominic on the inside half of the plate. Swing. Jams him up a little bit. Fouls that one off. For strike number 2. Dominic going up there with wood bat. Move over to first. Ryan's back. Ball put in play to the second baseman who bobbles it. And Contreras is safe over at second base, which looked like it was a ready-made double play. Dominic hustling down to first. So he's on with an infield air to the second baseman. And that might have got Glacier Peak out of the inning. But instead, there's one out. Runners at first and second, and step into the plate is right fielder number 45, Ryan Nakajima. Stares at ball one. 2 balls to Nakajima. And way ahead in the count now to Nakajima, 3-0. See if he's got the green light. I think he was staring at that one the whole way. And Nakajima draws the walk. Now that loads the bases for Jackson, with Carson Burns coming to the plate. And that ball drops in there for a single. Carson advancing all runners. Picks up an RBI. First pitch. Aggressive on that pitch, and Jackson gets their first run of the ball game. And this inning continues with Anthony Kadama stepping in. Anthony DHing tonight for Cantfield. Big swing by Anthony. And up the middle, and another bobble there by the middle infield there, Glacier Peak. Another ready-made double play, but a little bit of an error, and Anthony's on at first base, but getting the out at second base, but not before a run also comes across the plate. So Jackson gets another run there on an infield error. And that'll bring Zach Ediger to the plate. Runners at first and third. Zach down 0-2 to Willis. A big swing by Zach. Willis gets him swinging on strike 3 to end the inning. Not before Jackson picks up a couple runs on a couple errors in the infield by Glacier Peak. And as we move here to the top half of the second, Glacier Peak trailing Jackson in this one, 2-0.
Oh, there she is.
So here we go to the top of the second. Tyson Willis pitching and now hitting for Glacier Peak. Steps up to the plate. Leadoff batter in this inning. Takes first pitch. Strike one from Evan Campfield. If you're just joining us, Glacier Peak got a couple runners on in the first inning on a walk and a hit. And Jackson was able to get a double play from on a ball hit to second baseman Carson, who threw over to first, and then they got a runner trying to advance from third base. And Willis is down on strikes for out number one. Big swing here by first baseman Colby Holmdahl. Burns makes a great play over second base, ranging that ball. And that's for out number two. And that was Ryan Kinney, right fielder, and he's down on strikes to end the inning. So 3 up and 3 down for Glacier Peak. And as we move here to the bottom half of the second, Jackson's still leading this one 2-0. So here we go to the bottom of the second. Evan McCarroll to the plate. Looks at that first pitch, strike one. The 0-2 pitch to Evan. Tipped foul, just out of the glove of the catcher. And Evan hangs in there with 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch here to Evan. Catches the outside part of the plate. Called strike 3. And 1 out. So now left fielder Benny Sandico to the plate. First pitch swinging. Fouled off the right side of the plate. Strike 1. That ball's lasered, but right to the second baseman. Makes a good play. Good strong contact there by number 27, but did not find a hole. And we're looking at 2 outs with the top of the lineup for Jackson rolling over here. Ryan Contreras stepping to the plate. Ryan with the walk in the first inning, get things going, and ended up being one of the runs that scored. And hits that ball just short of the center fielder. It's going to get by him. And Ryan's on his way to third base. And he's going to be there easily with a stand-up, call it triple. And Jackson threatening with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second. On that ball, great diving effort there by the center fielder. And that's Jaden Claps, who stretched for that ball, but came up a little bit short. Now Hunter Comini to the plate. Quickly gets up here, 2 balls and no strikes. So Willis trying to reset after that last batter. Now 3-0 to Hunter with the runner in scoring position. And draws 4 straight pitches for ball 4 and a walk. And Willis had been grooving on the first couple batters, but now has runners at first and third with Jackson's third hitter in the lineup. Dominic Hellman stepping to the plate. Hard hit, bounced over the third baseman's head. Dominic picks up that run from third and advances runners. Now we got runners at second, first and second. And this will be Ryan Nakajima, right fielder, his second plate appearance. Ryan drew a walk in the first inning. And swings at a great off-speed pitch there by Willis for strike number 1. The 0-2 pitch to Nakajima. Fights that one off. Foul. And Ryan hanging tough with 2 strikes. That ball skied right behind the shortstop. Makes the easy out for out number 3. But not before Jackson puts another one across. Here in the bottom half of the second, and still leads this one 3-0.
Tabor's the one that's Tabor's like doing it, and then he starts texting me. He's like, "Put your phone up in the room and don't turn the light on." Because
Stepping in here for Glacier Peak in the top half of the third is number 22, left fielder Nathan Rodriguez. And Nathan quickly down on 0-2. Swing and a miss there by Nathan. Strike three. Campfield's cruising for out number one. So that'll bring number 30, Cade Birchmeyer, to the plate. And Evan gets ahead again 0-2 to Glacier Peak batters. Foul tip. Swinging. Strike three. 2 outs. That ball's hit just behind first base softly. And Zach Ettinger there to make the easy catch. And that'll retire 3 up and 3 down for Glacier Peak here in the top half of the third. And as we move to the bottom half of the third, Jackson still leads this one 3-0. So here we go to the bottom half of the third. And stepping up to the plate, number 5, second baseman Carson Burns. Carson with a nice single in the first inning to earn a run. And looks at that first pitch for strike one.
something up there.
And hard hit there in the gap, left center. Carson Burns stretching that one for second, and he's going to go for a third. And on the relay, trips on the exchange and finds himself in a rundown, and we just had to watch that one. And he definitely would have had a triple on that hit to the wall without tripping over something out there between the second and third base line. A nice hit by Carson Burns, unfortunately getting caught in a rundown for out number one. So that'll bring Anthony Kadama to the plate. And big swing there by Anthony. Strike number 2. So Anthony 2-2. That ball softly punched there right to the edge of the outfield. And a little miscommunication there by the shortstop and second baseman for Glacier Peak. A you got it situation where neither of them came up with the ball. So Anthony on first base here with one out. And Zach Ettinger, first baseman, steps in. Zach liking Funko Field. First at bat of the season. Hit one over the scoreboard. Check swing. Did not go around, so ball one. Takes a sign from Coach Steck there at third base. And that ball gets by the catcher, recovers, but not before Anthony takes advantage of that ball in the dirt and safely over at second base. Good crowd tonight here at Funko. This matchup drawing fans and students. Some of them even standing down the third baseline here behind third base dugout. 2-1 to Zach. Zach with an opportunity here with Anthony in scoring position. 2-2 pitch. Ball in the dirt. Off the catcher and off the umpire. Lost his mask in the process. And in the confusion there, Anthony heads over to third base. So now, with one out, Zach looking to pick up a run. Can do so with a fly ball here. That ball skied down the left field line. Foul. And just out of the reach of a hustling left fielder. For Glacier Peak, Nathan Rodriguez. So Zach hangs in there. Infield is pinching the run. See them drawing up. Zach with a eagle eye stares at ball 4, drawing the walk. And now Jackson's got runners here at first and third with senior Evan McCarroll stepping to the plate, catching tonight. That ball's up. That ball's hit foul down the right field line into the stands. Another foul ball off McCarroll's bat. Runners go. McCarroll with the ball to left field. Left fielder loses it in the lights. And he chases that one to the wall. And Zach stretches from first all the way to third. And McCarroll's on with a double and misplayed by the left fielder, Rodriguez, who looks like he might have just lost it in the lights. And Jackson picks up another run on that hit. McCarroll get a couple high fives and hand slaps as he jogs into the dugout. Pinch run by number 34. And I'm looking at my roster sheet. And that's Cameron Albright pinch running for Evan McCarroll over at second base. So Benny Sandico now stepping in for Jackson. Looks at ball 1. Right side looks of the infield, playing up, also cutting the grass there to cut the run. And Benny's quickly up 2 balls and no strikes. That ball skied foul. Right almost into the box. I didn't think that one was going to get close, but it did. 2 balls and a strike to Benny. That ball's hard hit down the right field line, just inside of the foul line. And Benny, with his speed, is going to easily make it over the third base. With a, should have been a stand-up, but he took a dive, sliding triple. And Benny picks up 2 runs, 2 runners on that hit down the right field line. And right fielder didn't have much of a chance. That ball was hit so hard and nearly foul, but Jackson now puts 2 more on the board and has also rolled over the lineup. So leadoff hitter, senior Ryan Contreras, now up. And check swing called strike to Ryan. That ball's hard hit, high fly ball to the center fielder. Came up, misjudging it, and another error by the outfield. Glacier Peak dealing with some sky or light issues here in the bottom half of the third, the twilight of the day. And I'm not sure how they're going to score that as either a hit or an error. Center fielder did not even touch the ball, so typically that's a sun ball and a hit. And Ryan in there for what would be, I guess, a double and an RBI. So this inning continues based off some misplays by Glacier Peak and some good hitting by Jackson. So up now, center fielder Hunter Comini. Hunter with a walk in this tonight's game, and I believe on in the first inning with an error. So he's looking for his first hit of the evening. Finds himself 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice block by the catcher. This ball hit same location as before, and this time center fielder Jaden Claps comes down with it easily for out number 2. So shortstop Dominic Hellman to the plate. Looks at ball one on the inside part of the plate. Stares at a great curveball there by Willis. So, for those of you following at home, that pass ball there by the catcher and squirts over, and Jackson, man on deck, uh, helping retrieve the ball, inadvertently was an interference on a live ball, and the call evidently is runner on base is out because he advanced to third base. So that'll end the bottom half of the third, but not before Jackson puts 4 runs on the board and now leads this one 7-0. So as we move here to the top half of the fourth, we're catching up here, folks, online. I believe that was Ashton Olsen, the shortstop, flying out there to right field. And now stepping in is the catcher, Hayden Matre. And Evan again working ahead of batters. He's done that all season. Which definitely gives him an advantage. And Matre down on strikes for out number 2. Now third baseman Jackson Henderson's in there. Evens the count to 1-1. Trying to get something going here for Glacier Peak. Swing, foul tip. Strike number 2. And Henderson just getting a piece of that ball. Great pitch by Evan Campfield. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. And Evan paints that corner to Henderson. And again, 3 up, 3 down for Evan. So no runners, no hits, nobody left on. And Jackson, as we go here to the bottom half of the 4th, still leads this one 7-0. So moving to the bottom of the 4th, Dominic Hellman steps back up to the plate after the unintentional interference that ended the last inning. And Dominic's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Big swing by Dominic. And that ball hit hard and skied just off the glove of the center fielder. And that ball just continued to carry, I think, probably more than that center fielder had anticipated. And that Dominic in there with a lead-off triple. Depending on how they score that. Either way, Jackson leadoff hitter at third base. And they've had runners on every inning, putting the pressure on Glacier Peak. So now number 45, right fielder Ryan Nakajima in. Nakajima's drawn a walk. So far today. Looks at that first pitch out of the zone. Ball one. That ball hit the second baseman off the glove. And that'll be likely an error on the second baseman, but bringing Dominic in for another run for Jackson here. Scoring is Dominic Hellman. So Burns to the plate. Burns has been on fire today. 2 hits. That ball hit down the right field line. That's foul. Another move over to first. Nakajima back in time. And Ryan with a good lead over at first base. Ball in the dirt. Hesitates. Like a delay almost. Throws a bit high. And Ryan's in there with a stolen base. And with no outs, Jackson threatening with another runner in scoring position here with a 3-1 count to Carson Burns, who looks at that pitch high. Ball 4, draws the walk. And diving play over there by a second baseman, but not, I was about to say not in time at first, but Glacier Peak getting the call with the 4-6-3 double play. Anthony still standing at first base, wondering what just happened, as he believes he crossed before the ball, but that wasn't the call. So 2 outs, but Nakajima advances over to third base on the play. And that'll bring big hitting Zach Edgar to the plate. And Willis getting a little bit of clarification on that. It's like maybe calls a double pump. By the pitcher, and Coach Blair is going to get an explanation. And with that understanding, we get back to action. Count is 1-2 to Zach. And a runner across. Jackson leads this one 9-0. So the 2-2 pitch here to Zach. Swing in the dirt, hustling down to first base, and catcher scoops it up, makes a play down to first for the third out of the inning, but not before Jackson gets another run here. Bottom half of the fourth on a balk by the pitcher, making this a 9-0 ball game. So moving to the top of the fifth, Glacier Peak sending pitcher Tyson Willis to the plate. And Tyson trying to get something going here for for Glacier Peak. That ball's hard hit, but right to the right fielder. Ryan Nakajima makes the easy out for out number 1. Now Colby Birchmeyer, second baseman. Oh, check that. This is first baseman Colby Holmdial. And a comebacker right to Evan, who trots it over to first base. An easy 1-3 put out there by Evan. So a quick 2 outs. And Ryan Kinney, right fielder, up to bat. That ball's low. 1-1 to Kinney. And that ball's gapped to right center. Nakajima on the play. Gets the ball in with a stand-up double. Kinney with the first hit of the game for Glacier Peak. And a nice one deep into the Coors Light Mountains there in right center field. And Glacier Peak has a runner in scoring position for their second time of the evening. They here with 2 outs. Good pick by McCarroll. And that ball is fouled into the dugout to a scattering Glacier Peak player. I think it came off the top of the dugout hard. Initially looked like it might have hit somebody, but everybody's okay down the right field line. And another one as GP players scatter. That's 2. Kinney hanging tough here with 1-2. And on a big bender, McCarroll drops that one in for strike 3 looking and retires Kinney for out number 3. And that's Evans' eighth strikeout of the night. And as we move here to the bottom half of the 5th, Jackson now still leading this one 9-0. So leading off here for Jackson in the bottom of the 5th, catcher Evan McCarroll. So now pitching for Jackson, number 11, Caden Mott. Excuse me, for Glacier Peak. And he gets Evan swinging for strike 3. It was first out of the inning. And now batting, left fielder Benny Sandico takes a big hack there. And that ball just missing on the outside part of a backdoor curveball. Count goes to 2-2. With it being the fifth, Jackson needed to push one run across, and if they do, that'll end this game. So they're looking to get a runner any way they can here. Benny works a 3-2 count. Puts that one out into the outfield. Can of corn for the center fielder. Jaden claps for out number 2. So top of the lineup, Ryan Contreras stepping in. Checks out a ball in the dirt for ball 1. Hard hit on the ground to the shortstop across for out number 3. And Caden Mott steps in and gets Jackson hitters 1, 2, 3 to retire that inning. And as we move here to the top of the sixth, Jackson 9, Glacier Peak 0. So stepping in, number 30, Cade Birchmeyer. Dominic Ellman across 6-3 for the putout. And one out here. That'll bring the top of the lineup for Glacier Peak. Jaden Claps, center fielder. And that ball hit to right field. Ryan Nakajima there. The easy put out for out number 2. So Claps down, fly ball. And stepping to the plate now will be the shortstop, number 5, Ashton Olston. That ball right back to Evan. Makes the easy toss over to first base to end the inning, or end the side. And moving here to the bottom half of the 6th. Score still remains 9-0. So here we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Hunter Comedian, and just off the end of the bat there, flied out foul to the first baseman, first pitch. So one away here for Jackson, with Dominic Hellman stepping to the plate. That ball's hit just through the 4 hole And Dominic's on with a single. So now right fielder Ryan Nakajima steps in. And Ryan's looking for his first hit of the day. Strike 2 called to Nakajima. That ball thrown away a little bit, and Dominic easily over to second base. That ball's popped up to the second baseman for the easy put out. So 2 outs here to Jackson. With second baseman number 5, Carson Burns, to the plate. And Burns continues to swing a hot bat. Shoots one down the right field line for another RBI. And that ends it with runner coming across. That's 10 runs to, and a mercy rule in play here in high school ball. And Jackson ends this one here in the bottom half of the 6th. And while we started late, we finished a little bit early, and want to thank everybody that joined us online tonight. Next game and final game is going to be this Friday, and we'll be at Glacier Peak, so likely not streaming unless something were to occur where they need some help, as I do right now, completing my sentences. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you on Friday.